Hello everybody, I am ChrisMarioMaster and welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. Last time, we completed the Snow Kingdom. This time, we're going to the Seaside Kingdom. Talk about a change of pace. Okay then, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into Seaside Kingdom. And Mario is still in his fabulous undies. But it's a-okay now because we are leaving this frozen, nipple-protruding tundra and entering the calm, nipple-acceptable area. There's a big old sign in the front that just says nipples allowed, so it's always good. Whoa! It's a new day, so, just bear with me here. So, they're serving frosted cake at the wedding, are they? Not if we serve them a defeat first. Seeing as how we've got some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Travel tip, ground pound jump. When you want to get up high, and a regular jump won't quite do it, jump right after a ground pound. This so-called ground pound jump will give you the boost you need. Well, there it is. Let's read up on the Seaside Kingdom. There's a carbonated sea that's supposed to be quite nice, and it says here to be sure we visit the 4 giant fountains. Duly noted. So, here we have the Seaside Kingdom. Bubbly. Oh, I'm still wearing the Eskimo hat. That's alright. The glass is half empty. Oh no! This game is pessimistic. How dare they? Mario.
Whoa!
What's on the top of the fancy goblet?
Save some for us, you technical scoundrel.
Oh, they're French, I think. They're, hats.
Bubbly used to be a beautiful resort. I deal with that fool creature, should I? Just look at him, guzzling all of our treasured sparkling water. Won't you help us put a stop to him?
I am the worst at French accents, so I probably butchered that, but that's fine. It's fine by me. I don't know if it's fine by you. I don't, nothing's wrong with French people. I love French people. I'm not racist. Alright, anyway. Ow! Okay, so, the Seaside Kingdom. Remember, I think a long time ago, well, a long time ago for me, probably like a couple episodes for you, but I said how there is one kingdom that is a complete homage to Super Mario Sunshine. Well, here it is. This is the Seaside Kingdom, complete with water, sand, and that's it. It's, I mean, there is one particular thing here that is pretty much ripped straight out of Mario Sunshine, but I'll show you that in a little bit. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and grab whatever moons we can get. First of all, this is another room where the controller vibrates based on how close you are to the moon. And it feels like it's over here. No? Maybe not. Get a little vibrating. Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm getting a lot of vibrations right in this corner. Oh, right here. There it is.
You got a moon! A rumble on the seaside floor.
And this kingdom has grape-flavored moons. So, yummy in my tummy, I guess. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't really know. Oh, wait, hold on, we got some art over here. It is the word keep with a moon above, in between the 2 E's. That's cool. I didn't know how to get that for the longest time, but I do know how to get that. It's in Metro City, because the streets have actual legal labeling like they do in New York and stuff, which is a nice detail, but I did not notice it, so we get it. And I'm kind of cheesing this right now. You're supposed to bring something over here, but I'm not. I'm just doing my own thing. Give me 1 second to close. Oh, okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't understand why grapes, why their flavoring is represented by the color purple, when typically when you think of grapes, I mean at least when I do, I think of the color green. I know there are like reddish purplish grapes, but I've never seen an actual like completely purple grape before. I don't know if I'm just crazy, and maybe it's because maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. Yeah, but that's the moon. You're supposed to get a certain enemy and capture it to get that moon, but I just kind of did it on my own. But I don't know if it's a cultural thing or what, but I've never really seen a stark purple grape. But yet everything that's flavored like grape is colored purple, which is really strange to me. But then again, I have to remember that it could be that like maybe there probably are purple grapes, I would imagine, but I don't really see any. And I mean, I understand this is a Japanese game, and I live in America, so that there could be something going on there. Maybe not. I don't know. But here's Crazy Cat, a volleyball court, but I guess no one's playing right now. If we actually come over here, we can buy some clothes. See what's going on over here.
Welcome aboard. We have fabulous new products for you.
Like a moon. Ooh! I'll take the pirate outfit. Heck yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah! We be Captain Mario now.
And I'm gonna buy a moon. Just that rack up that moon counter like we always like doing.
I be a mighty fine captain.
Alright. But yeah, about the grape soda thing, the grape thing, yeah, that was pretty much it. There wasn't... The question was, are there purple grapes? If so, why have I never seen one? Yeah, I got it! Yeah! That was gonna despawn. That was the general idea of the topic, but it was, now that I say it out loud, it's kind of dumb. But you know, when I do Let's Plays, I just have like a stream of consciousness, you know what I mean? Where I just say whatever the heck comes to mind, and I don't really think about it. That's why I have a lot of pauses and uhs, because it's straight up, I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying, I'm just kind of saying it. But now that I'm thinking about saying what I'm saying and talking about how talking makes me feel weird, I'm feeling weird. Anyway, there's not much going on in the Seaside Kingdom. There's a lot of the moons are actually in the water, but there are plenty of moons to get just hanging out here. But most of the moons are under the water, in the water, something like that. Same goes for purple coins and stuff. So it's definitely one of the bigger kingdoms, but it is doable. The purple coins are actually shells, which is pretty neat. And this is probably one of the most lengthy story, well not lengthy, but pretty straightforward. There's 4 pillars we have to get to. And after we get all 4 pillars, we'll be able to do the big boss guy, and then the whole world will unlock all the extra moons and whatnot. So we're actually en route to the first pillar by going through this section that has very strange music. And if I remember correctly, there are some purple coins like just barely hiding in here. I don't remember quite where. We do get I hit that guy, screw you. But there are eels from Remnant of Mario 64's eels, and they are freaking crazy. They look super hyper-realistic, and it scares the crap out of me every time. Oh, okay. And you just want to dodge them as you go through. There's some purple points down there. I think those are the ones I was thinking of. I vaguely remember there being like a moon or something. I'm not 100%. There's plenty of crazy eels just trying to murder you. Oh, okay. I hit the button on accident. It might be up here. I don't remember. There's a heart. Like that. A lot of seaweed. But this area just looked nice, quite pretty. And the music kind of gives it that, I don't know, not ethnic, but like powerful look. It looks sharp, I guess. There they are. I always miss those 3 purple coins. That's what I was looking for. Okay, that's 15 out of 100. And unfortunately, I actually like the pirate costume the most in this kingdom, and the costume you can get with purple coins I actually like less than the pirate costume, because they're very identical. But that is the first moon. We are at the lighthouse, and we get our first of 4 moons in the story.
You got a moon! The lighthouse seal.
And that unlocks this big old button for us to slam our big old butt against and unlock a big old thing over there. Pop a cork.
Owie! Try all you want. I will never surrender the delicious sparkle water.
It is head is now covered in magma, and he's spitting out spike balls. That's always a nice gesture. Oh, he's mad now. 3 fountains left. Let's hop to it. One mountain is pretty damn easy to get to. It's just straight up right over here. Just hop down to the lighthouse. Try not to die. And we have these little gusher guys that have mustaches. And if we capture them, we can use them to jet around. And this is what I mean when it's straight up Mario Sunshine. Because these guys do the exact thing that Flood does in Mario Sunshine. It's a carbon copy of Flood, pretty much. With more water, I'd say. Or a little less, actually. But anyway,
You got a moon! The stone pillar seal.
that unlocks another button. And we give it a good old slap-a-roni, and boom! I don't know, I can't do pop noise very well. I don't know if that's gonna register the mic, whatever. Excellent work! Just 2 fountains to go. And every time you unlock a fountain, they are gushing water towards the big octopus man thing. If the water pressure is stronger, it could probably launch us. The only way to expand the water pressure is to unlock more things, which, now that I think about it, it doesn't really make sense, because if there were more valves open, then the water pressure would distribute amongst the 4, as opposed to having 3 blocked and 1 open. But, you know, Mario. So we're gonna go ahead and stack up our little Goombas over here, after every purple coin. Because if I believe hard enough, that was, I don't know why I said that. If I remember correctly, I believe there is a Lady Goomba over here. We just have to go grab her without getting hit by these spike balls that are falling down from God knows where. There she is. Whoa! That was close. So once again, we meet our dearest and nearest lover. I still don't remember her name. It's not Goombella, but I want to say Goombella. But it's not. But whatever. Our love has been satisfied, and we are rewarded with another great flavored moon, loved by the seaside. And we don't really need these Goombas anymore, actually, so we can just go ahead and kill them all. Sorry! Okay. Ouch! Alright. She's actually back. Which is, I don't know why, even though I'm like 2 feet away from her. There is a heart, so we're still full health, and I think there's a purple coin in my head. It might be over here. Yep. And we come to the end, we see, we come over here to the end, and there are a bunch of boxes that we can just break, and look at that! Isn't that great? Can you believe? With another checkpoint flag, above the rolling canyon, and we got that thing, yay!
You got a moon! The seal above the canyon.
Hooray! Unlocking the 3rd switch. And we give it a good old smack with our butt. Pop. And pop goes the weasel. He's getting a little upset now. Just 1 more fountain to go. Let's get the last one. I don't know if I call them fountains. I feel like they're not really fountains. They're more so just like giant gushing statues.
You cannot see the magic of this place without all 4 fountains.
You're probably right.
To get through the canyon, you must have an extraordinary timing.
Must have forget it. Come around here, and I think there are some purple coins. Purple coins in this map tend to be behind stuff, as opposed to in your general path, which is kind of cool, I guess. If we come all the way around here, there are some blocks, some coins. Whoa! Did I get the coins for the heart and then got hit like a few frames after? And if we come to the water over here, we'll see that there's nothing for us to do, so... Oh, wait, there are purple coins. This is the biggest pain in the ass, is getting purple coins, because in this map, this is the water level, and I don't like water in video games, as I've stated before, but this level is the designated water level, and they actually didn't do too terrible of a job, but because a lot of this, there's not a lot of land on this level, as you can tell by the 4 water fountains. The 4 water fountains where they is all the land in the game, and not the game, but this kingdom, and everything else is underwater. But we do have a seed here. Whoa, I dropped it. So I'm just getting most of the above water level moons, I guess you could say. And then I guess we'll just spend the whole episode underwater or something. There's not really much to do above water. There's a lot of stuff. There's actually a lot of... The water actually goes a lot deeper than it looks. So, and that's where I hide most of the moons and purple coins and whatnot. But we do have a seed, so we're going to go ahead and try to bring this back all the way to this big tower that I forgot to point it out before, but it has 4 whole freaking pots for seeds. So scattered around this map are 4 seeds. It's quite a bit. There's one. Let me see. There is a little area over here. Where is Crazy Cat? Not anything about it. Oh yeah, they're on the Nessie things. There are, yeah, again, remember the blue one that was in Lake Kingdom? So there are, I guess there's 2 water levels that of Lake Kingdom. You can't Lake Kingdom, but this is like a bigger version of Lake Kingdom. It's like Lake Kingdom Plus, pretty much. It doesn't really make sense. Come up here, I guess there's a thing. There's a hat door, actually. So we'll head over there. But if we go even higher, there's nothing. I thought there was something. Okay, we'll go in the hat door and see what's going on in here. Whee! We have another secret. And we have to use Flood, or whatever these guys are called, to make our way through this very dangerous above-ground obstacle course without losing all the water. You can replenish the water. And I wasn't sure when I first played how to tell if you're running low on water, but your water amount is actually told through the little circle around the squid guy in the middle. And the more water, the bigger the circle around the squid, the more water you have. And if you run out, all the water will just disappear eventually. But let me try to get this going. You can usually get all the coins, and if you have enough water, you can come over here and get this moon, which I did. And this is a little sad guy. But if you open this chest, there is a great flavored moon for you. Treasure chest in the narrow valley. But this guy's a little depressed and he's out of water, so we'll help him out and we'll lead him to his ultimate demise. Whee! Just kidding. It's a place full of water. There are no purple coins over here, I can't believe. I think there might be some back here. Nope, just regular coins. Okay, we'll just grab those. Get me out of here. Eh. No. Eh. There we go. Get these. And we'll grab our official moon for the secret. And get the heck out of here. Fly to the narrow valley. Not too terrible. Next up, we're out of the hat door now, I believe. Yep. We can get another secret if we come over here. Well, yeah, I was on my way over here. There's some purple coins I wanted to grab. I do actually, wait, no, I do need one of those gusher guys. Fruit gushers! Or maybe I can get it with if I can do a good enough jump. And no. Let me get a guy. There is a little secret, though, if you come over here. I started talking about it way too early. Come over here. This little alcove over here. If you go under this, there's actually another area for you to explore. In here, that leads you to a nice and spicy treasure chest game. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I started wrong. So I used to have to kill these guys now. These guys don't actually die with your hat. You have to stomp on them, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. And then all the chests respawn. So do we need to open them in a certain order? Yes, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty easy. Very reminiscent of the treasure chest game in Boo's Courtyard in Mario 64. That's nice. Treasure trap hidden in the inlet. Or I guess Jolly Roger Bay would be a better example, because they actually had 4 chests, I think. There also is a rocket up there, if you can see the red tip over there. So let's head on over there and take to the skies as soon as I can get my butt up there. Our seed is already grown. Can you believe it? She's getting brought up, for God's sake. Alright. Cap the rocket. Let's
Let's be large.
This is another area with these weird rippling platforms, which is, again, I don't really have any problems with them. They just look cool, but it reminds me of like a tech demo for a game or something. If you know what I mean. Like, it just looks like this is like a demo for a game, and they haven't like actually made a map yet. I guess I don't really want to call it lazy, because they did actually put some detail into like when you step on it, and apparently based on the actual music of the game determines the sound, or I guess the pitch of these blocks you walk in. Because if you listen, hold on a second. You hear the blocks have like this little as you walk on them. It turns out that like I guess the pitch or the key or whatever of what noise the steps make are based off of the background music, which is kind of cool. And even if you change the music, like I guess minor spoilers. When you beat the game, you can play any song you want, whenever you want. It'll actually accommodate to whatever song you're playing at the time, which is kind of cool. It's another one of those small details, and a lot of stuff in the game is like that. For example, the when you become electricity, it does that, where based on what music is playing or the music you're listening to in game, it'll change the pitch of the electricity or the key of the electricity based off of the actual like chords in the song or whatever. It's cool. It's nice. But Nintendo is master with music. My God, they absolutely know how to write an amazing work of art. That inside. They really do know how to write a good song. They know the formula. They really got it down pat. And every Nintendo game has phenomenal music. Some games have music much better than others. Some I have on my phone because they're so good. Like this game. This game has phenomenal music. Breath of the Wild. I wouldn't say Breath of the Wild is known as much for its music as this game. But Breath of the Wild did have good music. Zelda, as a whole, has amazing music. But I would have to say that a lot of the earlier games have better music than modern Zelda. But that's just my opinion, because it's all nostalgia. Mario, I think the Mario game that had the best music would I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to say Mario Galaxy, because Mario Galaxy had phenomenal music, and like that, like they had songs in that game that made you want to like cry, like really. There's one song called Family, I think, and it's like Rosalina's theme, like like you know what I'm talking about. It's a sad song. It's when it's their story time or whatever. Mario Galaxy's a sad game, and they don't no one knows it, but it's actually a really sad game. Mario, like, nobody gets it. Like, and I know I reference game theory a lot, but if you've seen the theories about Rosalina being Peach's and Luigi's daughter and whatnot, it's a sad game, because even if you don't account for that, the story does confirm at least a few things, and that's that Rosalina is a girl who's been in space pretty much her whole life, but when she was a girl, she had a mother and a father, and I guess they're both dead now. I don't really remember 100% of the story, but she went in space, and she just became this mother figure to all the Lumas, and she's basically immortal because she's constantly traveling at light speed, and it's just really sad. It makes me sad. It makes me feel bad for her. And I just want to give Rosalina a big old hug, but I'm glad that they made Rosalina an actual, like, Mario character. But I know a lot of people are upset because they pretty much got rid of Daisy altogether. But I hate to break people's spirit, but Daisy, I didn't really like that much. Daisy did not really have much character, and they give Daisy the same treatment they give to Waluigi and Wario right now in modern Mario games, where they show up for sports, and that's it. And that's even more evident by, if you've seen the recent Nintendo Direct, where they talked about upcoming games for this year. They have Mario Tennis Aces coming out, and surprise, surprise, guess who showed up who hasn't been in a game in years? Waluigi and Wario. Wario didn't even get a WarioWare game this time around. Even though usually WarioWare is something you'll see on every console at some point, but WarioWare has not even been announced for Switch yet, which is nuts. But in even more recent news, from what I've seen, and I doubt it heavily, but I have seen rumor mills about how Mario Odyssey, or not Mario Odyssey, sorry. There are a whole buttload of like main Nintendo games that are confirmed to be ported or released for Switch. Where am I going? Oh god. How do I get in this pipe in the middle? Oh, I have to hop down. Okay. Ah, almost. Not enough. Alright. Sorry. Let me just grab this moon, and I'll finish that thought in a little bit. I don't want to get to that. Well, I'll go back to Mario Galaxy, though. Not Mario Galaxy. Oh, yeah, Rosalina replacing Daisy. Rosalina, actually, I think, has a better backstory. They gave her a backstory, first of all, which makes her a more fleshed out character. And I'm happy to see her in games like Mario Kart and whatnot. Just to have Nintendo acknowledge that Mario Galaxy, like, yo, yeah, that game happened. Like, because it's cool. Like, because a lot of Mario games, tons of Mario games have new characters and great ideas for characters and never use them again. And it makes me so sad. Because there's a lot of Mario characters, even in this game, that you see and then you'll never see again, ever. Like, if they're lucky, they'll become a trophy in Smash Bros, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm glad to see they actually made Rosalina an occurring Mario character, because you don't usually see new Mario characters being made and them sticking with them. Like, usually when the Mario character is made, they're around for that game, and then at the end of the game, you say goodbye and never see them again. That's what pretty much every Paper Mario has done to this point. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door was a little better, because at least it referenced people from Paper Mario 64. But, you know, like, Mario never, like, stays with the people he beats. It sucks. And the only constants, like, even Luigi, he's not in this game. Can you believe it? I mean, he will be eventually with an update, but he's not actually in this game. Like the base game. They had put an update to add him, I guess, but... So, the only constants in every single Mario game... the only true constants for every single Mario game ever made is Mario and Peach. Sometimes, Bowser isn't even in the Mario game. It usually is always Bowser, but like, Mario 2, right? Bowser was not in Mario 2. He was not there. He was just gone. It was, what is his name? Wart? Stupid. But yeah, the only constants are Mario and Peach. Or I guess if you want to argue even more, you could say Mario only, because if you count Mario Land, there's no Peach. But usually the format is a princess is kidnapped, Mario has to save her. But recently they've been keeping it pretty strict with Mario, Peach, and Bowser as the trio of the story. But sometimes they switch it up a little bit. Mario, I guess, is the only true constant. So yeah, Nintendo needs to get their canon together with whatever's going on. But anyway, I trailed on long enough, and I didn't realize that it's been a long time, and the episode, I need to wrap this episode up. So next time on Super Mario Odyssey, we will go to that big old beacon in the background and blow it the hell up. See you guys then. What are you looking at, Mario? Like, you're not falling. You're in the middle of the goddamn platform. God.